I'm Miss Carrie. I'm your friendly neighborhood teen librarian, and this is our first video for our takeaways for teens. I am going to be showing you how to put together this month's craft that is in the bag. This month is Mental Health Awareness Month, so the craft and all the other stuff in the bag has to do with self-care, good mental health. It's obviously not a substitute for seeking medical help or a friend to talk to or anything like that. This is just kind of a taste, and there's some information in there for some deeper things that I can provide in a paper bag. So, the craft. It's a paracord bracelet. For one, making a craft is actually a good way to chill your mind down, relax when you're feeling stressed, and especially crafts that have repetitive motions, it's a good idea. And it's green for Mental Health Awareness Month, and theoretically, although this is stretching the analogy a bit, paracord bracelets are for being prepared. So like if you're ever lost in the woods and need some rope for reasons I don't know, maybe you're going to build a lean-to and make a day of it, I don't know. Be prepared! You have a bracelet. But here's the thing. Here's the thing we need to discuss at the outset of all this. For those of you who don't remember me, because the library's been closed for I don't even know how long, I am not Miss Keiko. You remember Miss Keiko. She's the saint who works with the children in the downstairs area, and she is Queen Crafty herself. She can build an origami city out of Kleenex. She can paint murals. She can do Japanese calligraphy without it getting all splotchy all over the paper. I am not Miss Keiko. I am somewhat less adept when it comes to doing handicrafts. Honestly, if you want your paracord bracelet to look really, really good, you'd probably be better advised going and finding some other video on YouTube. And you know what? If you do that, I'm not going to tell. You don't have to tell anybody. You could tell them that you learned it from me, and that would probably make me look good. But on the other hand, then people might come into the library asking me to show them to make paracord bracelets, and that ends tragically for everyone. So, here we go, I guess. Right, so in each of your bags, you'll have a length of green paracord and a buckle that's 2 parts. They might be buckled together, they might not. So you're going to start by finding the center of the cord, pinching it and trying to jam it through the holes in the end of one of the buckles. Now, you're going to take that, you're going to take the 2 loose ends and pull them through. Just work at it a bit. It's long. Should match your wrist, I hope. If not, you'll be able to trim it later. Now, you've got it secured to 1/2 of the buckle, right? Right? Good. Now you're going to take your other loose ends. Now here's where I kind of cheated because I got so confused after a while, so I ended up using 2 different colored paracord. You can do that if you want. I only included the one, but if you do, you're going to have to fuse it together with a lighter or something hot, and it smells really, really bad. Just letting you know, melted plastic. Anyway, you're going to pull the 2 loose ends through the hole on the other side of the buckle, and you got to try to keep the two sides from overlapping. You don't want them to get crisscrossed over each other. You don't want to know how many times I had to practice that. You can test it now along your wrist. Try to get it to hold still and find just about the length of your wrist and then up. If that's the right size, go ahead and unbuckle. Try harder. Sometimes they're stubborn. And you can go ahead and slide it out, make it all straight. That's going to be your bracelet right there. Now the thing is, what no one's going to tell you in the videos about how to make a good paracord bracelet is that the cords get really, really slippery and they like to try to get away from you. I stumbled and stumbled, and I finally hit upon a good solution about how to get around that little problem. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the buckle that's attached to the free ends, and you're going to clip it right under a really strong clipboard. That'll hold it in place. Make sure that you've got your free ends out to the sides like this. Here's where things start to get fun. So you're going to take the left, or bottom if you're doing it sideways, string underneath the two in the middle and over top of the one on the right. The right goes over top of the two in the middle and then down through the hole you just made here with the left one, or bottom one. And then you're going to snug them up to the top. Sometimes it takes a little more snugging than others. And you've made your first knot. So now you're going to wait, stop, not the top one or the right one. Put that back. Good. Now we're going to take the bottom one and go under and cross over the top one. That one goes over and down through the loop. There we go. Snug that up. Try to make it look neat. And got your second one. Hey, it's not so bad, right? This isn't so difficult. You kind of got the pattern. So once again, you're going to take that second underneath and over and down through the loop, right? And underneath, over, down through the loop. It just keeps kind of going. Underneath, over, down through the loop. Keep it going. Under, over, down through. Under, over, down through. It looks all right, I suppose, until... Nice jump scare there. Just make sure the clip is firmly fastened. It's no big deal. It's not like it's going to ruin anything if it pops out. After all, we've got the pattern now, right? Right? No. Let's think it through again. Under, and then over, over, down, through. You can do this. You can do this. Keep snugging it up. There. Why is it twisting? It's probably okay, right? Bracelets can be twisty. No one is judging you. You can have a happy little twisty bracelet. So keep going, doing your thing. Under and over and down. Under and over and down. Under and over and down. It becomes kind of meditative. At any point, by the way, I didn't include a charm, but if you wanted to stop and include a charm to remind yourself of something meaningful to you, you could stop and clip it in and weave it into your bracelet. Hey, here's pro tip number 2. If your bracelet just keeps twisting and becoming hard to do, you can tape the end down and back to your pattern. Under and over and down. Under and over and down. Under and over and down. You could make yourself a little song about what you're doing here. Keep going until you get to the end. Right, so remember how a few minutes back I mentioned that if you wanted to have 2 different colors, you were going to have to fuse them with fire and it was going to smell really bad? I bet you thought that you were going to get away with not smelling that. So take your scissors and cut off till it's about a ½ inch from the end. Then you're going to take some fire, a lighter or whatever, and melt it to the body. You can try to save yourself some burning by using the hot end of the lighter after you put some fire through it, and then it's all warm, you just press it down, right? That should work. Should it? And that's not working. Okay, try using the actual fire. Ouch! 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 Hold it down there. It is starting to smell. Maybe it's getting ready to melt. Fire, fire. Ouch. All right, here's a pro tip. Let's use some pliers to hold it in place so we stop burning our fingers. How we burn it, melt it. Trying, burn it, melt it. What is this stuff made of? Keep trying. Good. Now do the other side. Same deal. It's got to melt. You've got to get it hot enough so the plastic smells like you're burning illegal things, making some sort of horrible chemistry experiment. And just keep trying. You know what? No one's gonna know. Just secure it any way you can. I won't tell.
Just promise me you won't rat me out to Miss Keiko.
So now you have a lovely paracord bracelet. You can turn it to hide any flaws in it, and it's just lovely, suitable for all types of formal events. I should give you another pro tip. Use running water, not still water or ice, to treat burns.
And remember, no one's going to care about aesthetics when you're using your paracord bracelet to rappel down a cliff or build a safety shelter from a tornado or a hurricane. Happy Mental Health Awareness Month!